All right, I'm going to declare a quorum, call the meeting of the City of Groton Mayor and Council for Monday, January 6th to order. Kirkpatrick, please call the roll.
Present are Mayor Keith Hedrick, Deputy Mayor Jamal Beckford, Councilors Lisa McCabe, Reginald Stanford, Guinevere Depot. I'm not sure. Oh, it is working. Okay, I'm sorry. Rashad Carter, Clerk Deborah Patrick, excused our Councilor Minerva Ortiz, and Finance Director Ron Uhas.
Okay, please stand and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recognitions, awards, memorials, Council. Okay, receipt of citizens' petitions. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak to the council? Okay, seeing none, we'll skip the response to citizens' petitions. Approval of the minutes. Need a motion to approve the December 2nd, 2019 Mayor and Council meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any additions, deletions, or changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion carries. Need a motion for the December 23rd, 2019 special Mayor and Council meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Additions, deletions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. And I need a motion for the December 23rd, 2019 Committee of the Whole meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any additions, deletions, or revisions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Communications and reports. Councilor McCabe.
No report.
Councilor Stanford.
None at this time.
Okay. Councilor Depot.
Nothing to report.
Councilor Carter.
Nothing to report.
And Deputy Mayor Beckford.
Just Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, you know, whole shebang.
Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
We had a whole bunch of them.
Happy holidays.
And Happy New Year. It is a new year for 2020. There's a lot of positive things ahead of us. Kirkpatrick.
I have nothing.
Okay, I have a couple things. I received an email rather from Kim Watson, who is the Board of Ed chair. And there is the joint RTM, Town Council, Board of Ed, City Council meeting. I think you're the liaison, is that correct?
Correct.
That hasn't met in a while. And the question says technically is a town meeting started with Catherine Kanaski, is it the will of the council to continue its legacy? In the past few years, I've limply held this committee together. Is there a member of the council that wants to take leadership over? Now that was to the town council. The question to us is, do we think there's continued benefit to continuing with this combined committee?
Actually, I believe it is, because this gives us opportunity for the city and the town and the Board of Education to all have a conversation about what's going on.
Okay.
And it allows me to be able to bring that information back to the council.
Okay.
Forward.
Then I will, with the council's permission, I will respond to Chairman Watson in the affirmative that we feel that it's a worthwhile meeting, and that if somebody else wants to chair it, then they can do that, but we feel that we should continue the meeting. Okay. The next thing is I received a thank you from the Groton Lodge Velks 2163. Dear Mayor Hedrick, would you please convey to Police Chief Spellman, Fire Chief Tompkins, and Parks and Recreation Director Mary Hill our deepest gratitude for their help and involvement with making our annual special education Christmas party here at the Groton Elks such a success. Each year we sponsor this event for our area school children. It is rewarding for us, and the children in our community will be able to mix with the police and fire officers on such a joyful occasion. Without their involvement, the children's party would not be nearly the same. Your presence and your interaction with the children added a special touch as well. Thank you for being so involved. Elks Christmas Chairman, Mary Garish. So this was a public letter, and our staff works with the kids and works with the Elks to put this on for the kids, and it's a wonderful event. We had a lot of police officers and firemen there, and we had Rudolph, and I don't remember if Mr. and Mrs. Frosty was there this year or not. But it's a great thing for the kids. They get to see Santa, and it's a wonderful event. The next thing that I want to talk about is I want to get this out to everyone. You may be familiar with the Groton Community Meals that is held on Mondays at the Groton Senior Center from 6 to 7. They are expanding that program to Wednesdays at 5:30 to 6:30 at Westside Middle School. So there's a flyer that is up here. We will also make sure it's posted on Facebook, but this is not only for council, but also for the members of the public, that on Wednesday from 5:30 to 6:30, Westside Middle School, there's a place where you can go get a meal. It's a free meal. So on Mondays at the Senior Center from 6 to 7, and from 5:30 to 6:30 at Westside Middle School. So that's a good thing. Councilor Depot.
I just want to add also, if you're free on Wednesday nights, and I'm sure they can use volunteers. I'm sure volunteers that go on Wednesdays could shift to Mondays if they had a lot of volunteers on Wednesdays. I know that none of us can really volunteer consistently on a Monday. Or if you are interested in donating, they always take donations as well. To provide these free meals. They provide them every week for the whole year, except on federal holidays, and it's a really good service to the community.
Thank you. There was a question at the Committee of the Whole regarding the Groton Scholarship Fund, whether or not the Groton Utilities was going to offer a scholarship, and so we reached out to Dan Bogues, and they have them in the budget for $5,000 split between 2 scholarships. So that's much more than what we could do. And they're gonna have 2 scholarships for the $5,000. So I wanted to get back to you on that. And then lastly, I received an email today from someone who would like to lift the bicycle restriction at the beach during the off-season. Okay, during the off-season, we don't allow bikes on the beach. Bikes in the parking lot, you have to push them in and park them, in the stands. His comment is that during the off-season, people ride bikes just as well. We allow the dogs on the grounds, the premises during the off season. Can we do it for bikes? I talked to Mary Hill today, and she's going to talk to Parks and Rec. They are looking at Beaches Parks Committee. They are going through the rules and regulations.
Yeah, it's been
They're working on that. It has been
times already.
looked at in the past, and they've said no. So it may be something that Mary said she's going to talk to them again about it. I think my personal opinion is, I don't see a problem with it on the off season, right? During the on season, I understand it, the traffic issues and the potential hazard issues. People would say, well, there's traffic in the off season, but not nearly as much and restrictive and those kinds of things. But it'll go to Beach and Parks Committee, and then the rules will come to us. I would think either this upcoming Committee of the Whole or maybe the next. So that'll come to you guys, and then you can go through it. Do you have any other input?
No,
It has been addressed there, you're
Yeah,
right.
it's been addressed a few times, and there's both sides that are valid,
Yep.
So I would say to the council, possibly to attend a Beach and Parks Committee meeting to get some info from the people that sit on the committee, to get their side.
Okay, Councilor Depot?
When is the next meeting?
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
this coming Wednesday?
Yes.
Okay, and that's at 7 o'clock,
Mhm.
and that's here.
Yes.
Okay. I think we're gonna be in,
5:30.
we're at 5:30.
Well, I didn't hear that.
The caucus, Democratic caucus is at 5:30 on Wednesday.
Oh,
That was
we
at
have
6.
our Economic Development Commission. there.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the auditorium.
Okay.
Economic Development Commission isn't meeting until the 15th.
Oh, really? Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. But if you look at the paper says auditorium. Okay? All right. Are there any committee referrals? Okay, new business? Councilor McCabe?
Resolution R-20-1-1. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize Keith Hendrick, mayor of the city of Groton, to negotiate and enter into a memorandum of understanding for the participation in the state of Connecticut radio system and allow the chief of police, Michael J. Spellman, to execute and perform all tasks to deliver said system to the City of Groton Police Department. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? This was discussed at the committee of the whole. Okay, hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Stanford.
Thank you. Resolution R-20-1-2. Therefore, it be resolved that the mayor and council authorize Groton Utilities Management to approve the low bid and issue two purchase orders to Shaker Family Ford Lincoln, 831 Straits Turnpike, Watertown, Connecticut, for the purchase of two 2020 Ford Rangers 4x4 Super Crew midsize pickup trucks in the quoted amount of $27,543.00, each to be paid from funds available in the approved fiscal year 2020 Electric Division non-bonded capital funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion?
I just had a question. So this is 27,500.
Yep.
For two trucks?
Each.
Oh, each. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, each to be paid. Okay.
Does that answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any additional comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Deputy Mayor Beckford.
Resolution 20-1-3. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize Groton Utilities Management to approve the low bid and issue three purchase orders to Shaker Family Ford Lincoln, 831 Straits Turnpike, Watertown, Connecticut, for the purchase of two 2020 Ford Ranger 4x4 Super Crew midsize pickup trucks in the quoted amount of $27,027.00 each, and one 2020 Ford Explorer in the quoted amount of $25,941.00 to be paid from funds available in the approved fiscal year 2020 Water Division non-bonded capital funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Depot.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Resolution R-20-1-4. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve a donation of $500.00 to Steps Incorporated, P.O. Box 1907, Groton, Connecticut. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Carter.
R-20-1-5, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve a donation of $475.00 to Project Oceanology, 1084 Shinnecock Road, Groton, Connecticut, to be designated for City of Groton residents. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor McCabe.
Resolution 20-1-6. Therefore, be it resolved that the mayor and council approve the placement of a memorial bench at Eastern Point Beach in honor of Alfred and Arlene Restivo, thank you. 85th birthday, in accordance with the procedures for consideration of beach and parks memorials as approved by the mayor and council. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Councilor Stanford.
Resolution -20-1-7. Therefore, be resolved that the mayor and council approve the placement of a memorial bench at Eastern Point Beach in honor of Shelby Olson in accordance with the procedures for consideration of bench and parks memorials as approved by the mayor and council. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Deputy Mayor Beckman.
Resolution 20-1-8, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council approve the placement of a memorial bench at Eastern Point Beach in honor of Kyle Johnson in accordance with the procedures for consideration of beach and parks memorials as approved by the mayor and the council. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention, motion carries. And Councilor Depot.
Thank you, Mayor. Resolution R-20-1-9, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize and approve the fire department to purchase one model year 2020 Ford Explorer Interceptor from MHQ Inc., 750 Newfield Street, Middletown, Connecticut, for a total cost of $42,196.03 to be paid from capital reserve funds. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This was discussed during the committee of the whole. Is there any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions, motion carries. I need a motion to suspend the rules to add Resolution R-20-1-10 and R-20-1-11 to the agenda.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. All right, let's pass out. All right, let's do that. Sorry. That's 10. That's 11.
Thank you.
Okay, where am I?
Right here, sir.
Okay, sorry, Councilor Carter, Resolution R-20-1-10.
R-20-1-10, therefore be it resolved that the mayor and council authorize the police department to accept a grant from the Department of Transportation Office of Highway Safety for the fiscal year 2020 comprehensive driving under the influence enforcement program in the amount of $6,928.05. That's moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This is new. We have not discussed this, but we received a grant, a UI grant, so I want to bring it to the council for your review and approval. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. And Councilor McCabe, R-10 dash, that should be 20.
20.
R-20-1-11. Typo.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah. Resolution R-20-1-11. Therefore, be it resolved that the city council may enter into with and deliver to the State of Connecticut Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection, Division of Emergency Management and Homeland Security, any and all documents which it deems to be necessary or appropriate. Do I say the further?
Where are we?
You just finished.
Yeah,
Continue reading.
yeah, do the further.
Further
Further
resolved that Keith Hendrick, as mayor of the city of Groton, is authorized and directed to execute and deliver any and all documents on behalf of the city council and to do and perform all acts and things which he deems to be necessary or appropriate to carry out the terms of such documents, including but not limited to executing and delivering all agreements and documents contemplated by such documents. I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and the purpose for this is there was a resolution passed back in 18 which mimics this. We have a Homeland Security grant that we're gonna go after, and the reason we debated whether or not we were gonna go with a new resolution or the old resolution, but the reason we decided to go with the new resolution is because we have a new council, and technically, even though I'm the same mayor, we have a new mayor since the last time we had this. So that's why we have this resolution. And there is a Homeland Security grant with the, that out of, where is it, Section 4, right? Region 4. The Region 4 Homeland Security Program. So we're gonna be submitting this. Chief gave this to me this afternoon, and I'll be signing that once I have approval from council. Is there any further discussion? Any hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstention, motion carries. Here.
Can I,
Go ahead.
this, like I work for the agency, so I don't know if, should I just not vote?
No, you don't need to recuse yourself. There's no, you can, if you wanted to, you could disclose that you work for this agency. But as far as a conflict of interest, you receive no more benefit as a result of passing this or voting on this as do the other
Okay.
counselors. So that's an easy litmus test. I mean, there's a list of financial benefits and does your family and those kind of things. But the bottom line is that the easy test is, do you receive any more benefit than any of the other members voting on it? And if the answer is no, then you do not need to recuse yourself.
All right.
So we're good. All right, there is no executive session tonight. Then I will take a motion for adjournment.
I so move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We are adjourned. Thank you all for coming out.